So today you join me in Storrington, where we have recently purchased our very own 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalow, which is extremely run down and is well in need of a full refurbish and a complete reconstruction of the build. Speaking to the neighbour a couple of weeks ago, he gave me a bit of history behind this home. So these are prefabbed homes which were originally constructed in around World War II to house the Canadian Army, and they were only really meant to survive for around 10 to 15 years. But as you can tell, they've lasted a lot longer. The person living in this home before was quite the hoarder. So as you can imagine, the house was completely filled up to the brim with a lot of belongings, which thankfully the children managed to clear most of it away from us. However, we've just found a few things along the way, like 2 rifles, for example, which we've recently handed into the police because we didn't fancy that 14 years jail sentence. So as you follow me down now, I can run through what's been going on. So this entire area was completely overgrown. I mean, we didn't even see this oil tank at the beginning. The guys have been excavating this entire area and laying down some crushed concrete so that we don't have any trouble with bringing the trailers in or the vans or the trucks and getting them stuck, which we did at the very beginning. The house has got a lot of asbestos, as of course it was built in that time frame where it was very popular around then. However, this area didn't have any asbestos in it at all. Now, a few months before we purchased this property, there was a small fire which completely destroyed this section. So now we've continued to knock it down, breaking it away and getting rid of it bit by bit until we get those results back for the asbestos, and then we can carry out the other works. So like I said, this is going to be a complete reconstruction of this bungalow. We're going to be stripping it all the way down to the footings and then constructing a new extension towards the front. We're going to be encouraging that more contemporary modern look by finishing all the external walls with render and timber cladding, and then some gable end features, which is going to look beautiful and really stand out in this area. I've got the plans with me now, so I can go through the floor plans and go through what the existing was and what the new is going to be. So these plans aren't that in depth at the minute, as these are just going for planning. So once we get approved, then we can do a more extensive drawings for this. So we have the existing ground floor here with the proposed next to it. So the main floor plan is going to remain the same. However, we're going to remove part of the dwelling at the back here so that we can get that access into the garden, which you'll be able to see in a bit. And then over in the blue is going to be what is new. So we've got the extension here and then a reconstruction of the porch. The extension is going to introduce a master bedroom en suite, and then the porch area is just going to be an upgrade, giving it a complete revamp. So this is going to be a complete reconstruction of the existing dwelling, stripping it all down, all the way down to the footings, and then we're going to be constructing a new extension towards the front, which is going to be creating a new master bedroom. The entire look of this bungalow is going to completely change. We're going to incorporate gable end roofs, so the new extension is going to have a big gable end roof, and then we're also going to have the same on the porch. So the external finishings are going to consist of render throughout the external walls, and then we'll also be going for some timber cladding, which is going to give a very contemporary and modern feel. So let's take you on in now and show you what's been happening. So as some of you may know, when you have a semi-detached dwelling, you have something called a party wall. Now this is what separates you from your neighbours. So a party wall comes along with different requirements to comply with building regulations. This party wall was constructed using asbestos, which of course doesn't comply with the regulations these days, and was simply separating these 2 houses with a timber stub wall. So in improving this, we're going to be we're going to be digging down a strip foundation all the way along here, building a new brick and block wall coming all the way up with of course a cavity, and then we're also going to have a parapet wall above separating the 2 roofs, which is not going to only comply with the new regulations and also comply with the fire regulations too. We got this vast space over here once we knock this wall down as well. Now this is going to create an open plan living space. So like any other typical open plan living space, you're going to have your dining room, your lounge over here, and then your kitchen running along this way too, with of course a set of bifold doors, sliding, maybe French doors. We haven't decided that yet. We'll see what works best once we can get into the garden. Coming back through this way, we'll take you on through the hallway. Now, this building was originally only 2 bedrooms, so it's quite hard to imagine it with all the rubbish and the current state it's in. So the 2 beds were here, and there was another one on this side of the wall here too. Right, so try follow me through now. So basically, this area in here, which I just explained, is going to be the new open plan living space. So got to climb over all this crap. Cool. So this entire wall is going to be being removed all the way along here and making that one big open plan space. And then behind us now is going to be the new bathroom, and then down to this end of the house is going to be 3 bedrooms. So we're going to be having the extension to the front, we're going to have another bedroom in the center, and then another bedroom towards the rear. So following off from the stage we're at now, the guys have continued to work their way round towards the rear garden, removing all of the debris, completely clearing the space. Hopefully by then we get our results back for the asbestos, and then we can carry out the appropriate PPE and begin removing all of the existing external walls and stripping it all the way down to their footings. So yeah, very much looking forward to seeing the final product and taking you on in this journey with us in completely transforming this 2-bedroom semi-detached bungalow in Storrington. And be sure to keep your eyes out for more updates along the way. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.